So I put it together and called it Cleanse Together Messages, because this is just what I did. This is just what I did to get people to try the products and to continue to use them. So we'll go through that. First one is expand on that easy 10. So assuming you've sat down with your person who enrolled you, and you've had a conversation about who those 10 people are and what the best way is to approach them and share your story. We're going to assume that you've shared your story 10 times, so you're pretty good at sharing your story. Key point being that if you don't know your story, then you haven't even gotten out of the gate. So you have to make sure that you know your story really well and how to deliver it in the structure. Think about who you'd love to share this with beyond that 10. One of the things I thought of is, who are the people who were the most like me, who were experiencing similar pain points? So who did I know who was a rundown mum? Who did I know that was a mum? And I just kind of assumed that most mums are, not going to be feeling awesome for the most part. Yeah. Unless they're doing something about it. And or if exercise, training, working out, muscle building is your thing, Josh, I know that was your thing, then who are the people that are experiencing similar pain points, like, working full time and want to get the most out of the time that they do allocate to the gym and training. And then step 2, reach out and connect. So really, I had a few messages which I save in my in a folder in my phone, and when I am thinking about messaging somebody, I use these kinds of templates, right? But here's the thing that I really need you to understand, and I'm pretty sure that everyone on the call right now is aware of that, but because this is recorded, people who are going to watch it who are not here, you can't send templated messages. You have to take them and make them your own. And what works for one person isn't going to work, it may not work for another. What flies with one person may not fly with another. How you start off the conversation may go well for one, but may not go well for another. So the main thing that I learned here is that there is no bulletproof template. Secondly, personalize the message. Some people you might need to initially reach out to and say, "Hey Beck, how's it going?" And that's it. And then they reply back and say, "Oh, hey Taryn, I'm going really well." And then I'll say, "Oh, how's the kids? How's Jess? How's Bells?" And then after we've had a bit of banter, I'll be like, "Hey Beck, I want to run something past you. I'm on day 20 of a 30-day health kit, doing it with some friends," and so on. Okay, so some are going to require a message like that. It really depends on how much relationship you have and how frequently or recently you've been in communication with them.
Yeah.
So here's a great example. This one Joe sent, and I thought it was a cracker. "Oh my gosh, Beck, I'm on day 20 of a 30-day health kit. I'm doing it with some friends and our results are incredible. I'm teaming together with more people to do it if you're interested. The focus is an effective 30-day weight loss or muscle building program. Shout out if you want to learn more." And then post 2 photos. And I'd say don't use 2 random photos. Preferably use photos of people who you know. So I'd encourage you guys to use my photo and one other photo of someone that you know. Okay, here's another one. "Hey Charmaine, hope you're well. No idea if this is your thing or not. Have you seen me post about a nutritional cleanse I tried last year?" So it might be that, you know how at this point you would have already done your post where you've shared your story? Yep. "No idea if this is your thing or not. Have you seen me post about a nutritional cleanse I tried last year? I had really, really great results. Honestly, it changed my life. So I've decided I'm doing it again. This time I've got a group of friends and we're doing it together. I honestly think that this would be right up your alley." Even Nick, so even my partner, is saying how much I've changed. My moods, my energy, and also I'm feeling great about how I look. If you've got kids, my kids are loving having a mum who has the energy to read and play with them. I just know this has had such a positive effect in my family. Not sure if it'll be for you, but I'd love to have a chat and share my experience. No worries if not, just thought I'd ask in case you had any health goals you wanted to hit this year. Okay. So that's quite a lengthy one. It doesn't look that long in a text message, just by the way. Just on the computer screen it does, but it looks quite concise in a text message. And even better still, what I really like to do is use the voice message on my phone, and send it so that people can hear me. And I'll send it to myself on, Nick's phone, and I'll have Nick's phone here so I have something to refer to, and I have my phone here so that I can, speak it on the message so people can hear my tone of voice. Just keep in mind that when you are sending a message and using your voice, you can only send a minute at a time. And so look at the timer thing and it'll let you know, otherwise it'll cut you off and you'll be in the middle of, and then have to go back and figure out where you left off. So I quite often will figure out whether a text is better or whether a voice message is better. And I've found that it's not always the case where voice is better than the other. But for some people who may not feel comfortable like talking on the phone, or who may not feel comfortable with communication, because the way that we communicate these days, that's so common right now. If you can sound confident on the phone and people can hear that you're comfortable communicating, quite often that's all it takes for someone else to feel like, that's still the same old Beck, subconsciously. That's still the same old Beck that I know, that I can talk to. She sounds totally normal. Hearing your voice sometimes helps lower resistance. Okay, and so you gauge it, have a play with it, see who you think might be a voice message as opposed to a text message would be suitable for. Any questions around that?
Great idea. I did my first one the other day.
And how'd it go?
It was good. It was just a reply to another one, and I was like, oh my God, what even is this? So I pressed it. It was a voice message. Then I'm like, how do I even reply? But it was really good. It was really personal. It was really nice.
Yeah. It can be real personal. And it also can be real good if you're in the car driving and, it sounds cool because you're, keeping it casual, but, it helps people see that you're comfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one. Here's a third example. Hey, hope you're having a great break. I'm back into it, keen for a big year. I'm actually kicking off a nutritional cleanse on 1st April. Just ordered my stuff, but wanting to do it with a friend or someone else for accountability. I know it may not be for you, but do you know anyone who's wanting to lose a few kilos? So those are three options. We could use the group chat if anyone else has got some great ones that they've had success with, then post them in the team chat. Okay, step 3, make a time to talk. So if they respond to any one of those with, I'm interested to know more, then you want to lead it to a time that you can have an actual conversation. So, hey, I can give you a call tomorrow to tell you about it, or I can give you a call this afternoon. Bonus, no crazy exercise necessary. Unless your goals are muscle building and then you do need to exercise, a brisk walk would not be fine. So make sure that you use that in context. Can't wait to share it with you. When can we talk? Okay. Now, some people, like I was saying before, are not going to feel comfortable with talking on the phone, and they're not going to want to have that conversation. But I just want to say this to you. You are going to have to get comfortable with the fact that the better you are at communicating, the better you'll do at this business. This business is about sharing, and sharing from your heart, which means you've got to be you. So the more that your belief in network marketing, the belief in Isagenix as a company, the more your belief grows, the more posture you'll have to be able to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. So just gauge where that is for you. Okay, if you're not comfortable with talking on the phone and you're only comfortable with really sharing your story via Messenger, I can't reach through the computer and shake you and make you share your story over the phone. But what I will say to you is that that's just a gauge of where your belief level is at. The more your belief needle moves closer to a 10, the more comfortable you'll feel talking to people. And so that's where really coming to the events and learning more about our industry, learning more about Isagenix and so forth makes it easier to be able to sell authentically. Sales is different than how it was back in the old days. Sales now is like, sharing from your heart. That's sales real effectively. And that's the way that it should really be, just always.
It's really interesting, Taz, because I've had a few times recently where people are keen to know more and you go, great, I can give you a quick call, just love to share my experience with you. And they go ghost town.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so then I leave it. And then the next day it's, hey, just touching base, are you still keen to learn more? And then I just go into, if they come back with yes, then I go in and just do it via Messenger. Yeah. Because trying to jack up a call again, you're probably going to ghost town.
Yeah. Because some people just don't feel comfortable talking on the phone. Another option is if you've followed up a few times via text message, then follow up using voice message, because it can be harder for people to avoid after hearing your voice than it is seeing a text message.
Good idea.
Yeah. So, and also it might be that they are very well interested. They're just not interested enough to make it a priority to talk to you right now. Yeah. Okay, step 4, share your story. So always the marketing element of network marketing is your story. So make sure you know it and you know it real well. If someone is not prepared to hear you say it, then make sure that you've got a real concise way of sharing it via Messenger. Hopefully it's a variation of your story that you shared in your Facebook post.
Yep.
Cool. All right, step 5, use a tool. So the best tools in my experience have been a short video. I have learned actually that inviting people to have a catch up with me, or to go and meet me at a sip and sample, or to an event, coffee catch ups would be my priority. Would be, if I've been following up with someone for a while and they're interested, but they're not, keen on a short video hasn't pulled them over the line, or sending more information hasn't gotten them over the line. Sometimes people can be so scared to part with their money. It's literally not that they don't want to get started, but it's just that they don't want to part with their money. Seriously, like that's a real thing for people sometimes.
It is a real thing.
Yeah, it's totally a real thing. And so sometimes just seeing you, talking to you, is all that's needed to help bring someone over the line. I can't tell you how many times that me just seeing someone, not even having a conversation with them about Isagenix, following week they're messaging me like, hey, tell me about that thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%. It's what happened with who we signed up last week, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yep, didn't even talk about Isagenix.
Yeah.
Yep. So using a tool is awesome. Any questions about the tools?
No.
Cool. Okay.
Yes, I have. Hello. Hey, what is the best tool? What one do you go in and use? Send those Isagenix.
What is Isagenix is my favorite one.
Is that the one that's on the opening of the wellness market one, or?
No, it's a short 3-minute one.
Yeah, it's on you. If you YouTube it, what is Isagenix? It's got a lady and a guy sitting on a couch.
Oh, I know the one. Yep, they're over 35s. Yeah, I know the one.
And also, actually, a good thing to note is that the tools don't do the selling. Okay, your story does the selling. The tool is just something to send that edifies Isagenix. It does not do the selling part. So don't stress about what's going to be the very best tool. What do you use? And what do you use? And oh my gosh, last time I used this tool, they signed up right away. I'm telling you, it's not the tool that does the work. The tool just edifies something. It's the story and the relationship. that'll have someone move over the line.
What do you use? What do you use as the business tool, the best business tool, Taz?
A presentation.
So using one of the recorded presentations?
No, I actually put together a presentation, which can we park and talk about another time so as not to add in that element to here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, so step 6, sign up or follow up. So, it's not pathwaytosuccess.com. It is Pathway to Success online. Okay, so this website is our team website, and if you click on to step 3, it'll tell you how to enroll someone. Who has not seen it?
I haven't actually seen it.
Okay. All right, so Pathway to Success.
Yeah.
Step 3. Order form. New Zealand, Australia, or the UK? New Zealand. Premium pack.
Have they been updated, Taz?
Don't know, but still relevant. Enrollment instructions. Cool, so this is how to enroll somebody. And then it tells you what to do, like what to send someone immediately after the order has been completed. There's even a customer retention system. So 24 hours after the initial order, copy and paste this message and send it out, and so on. Okay, so that's there.
Okay.
Not that one, this one. All right, so if not signing up, and also, if you guys are signing someone up, you all went through the process with me, except Michelle. You figured it out on your own.
Yeah. Sure. I did.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're at an event, next minute you're building the business. Okay, example 1 for follow-up. All right, so the messages for following up, it's same kind of thing. One template does not fit all. Make sure it's personalized. But here's some examples. Hey Debs, how are you? I know we chatted last weekend. Are you still doing those workouts we talked about? I'm organizing, by the way, I know we chatted last weekend. Wasn't the chat about Isagenix. I know we chatted last weekend, like we had a talk about the workouts, right? I'm also organizing my next group for the next 30-day program. Had such great results myself. Nicole is killing it as well. Not swell. And I continue to be blown away by what I'm seeing with others. How's the timing for you to join in on this one? I would say that the key line here is, how's the timing for you to join in on this one? I have used this line heaps. How's the timing? How about now? Is the timing good?
Yeah.
I don't know how the timing is for you, but is it good? It's just, that seems to be a real good frame for following up.
Cool.
Oh man, me in and out of these screens is super annoying. Okay, example 2. Hey Vic, reckon you'd be open to having a phone combo and hearing me out? I know timing may be terrible, but I know I'm onto something, and one day the timing's going to be right, and I want you to at least know about it. What do you say? So you can tell that I've been following this person up for a while. So, this is like, I can see you're watching my stuff on social media. I can see you're interested. I can see that we've had conversations, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
those are 2 that I've used a bit. If yes, then go back to step 3, make time to talk. Share your story. Step 5, use a tool, probably a coffee if you can. Or step 6, sign up or follow up. Sometimes people are more comfortable with catching up for coffee than they are for having a phone conversation.
Yeah.
Go figure. Yeah. Okay. So Beck, does that, someone could use that same kind of framework for how to move through and what to do with someone after what we
Yeah.
did before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. The last thing, any questions about that before I finish on events?
No.
Okay, cool. So on the 7th of April, which is a Sunday, as I mentioned in the group, we're having a team training. It is going to be around how to launch your business.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yay.
I know that you guys have been doing a wicked job with customers and, you know, getting really familiar with these systems and so on. But I haven't launched my business, which was something I didn't even know that I hadn't done. So I'm launching my business in April and am going to be taking a focused period of time of 30 days where I'm going to be bringing in a whole bunch of new people into the business with the intent that they want to grow the business. Can you see the distinction? Up until this point, it's been about bringing on customers, and those customers have come in and had a great experience and have wanted to share the product, and that's been you guys. But you do get to a point where your belief in the industry and the product in Isagenix as a company and yourself, where you're like, damn it, I'm ready to launch this beast. I'm going to blow it out of the water. And that's where I am. And so I'm going to launch my business. And for anyone else who is ready to hear and or see exactly how it is that that's going down, then that is what the 7th is going to be about. We're going to put on some wicked Isagenix foods and snacks. So all the Isagenix food is going to be provided. It's going to be super fun. And, you know, if you want to know what's going to be coming up for you, then I've already started. And it's awesome. Like, I've already got the systems in place, already getting great results. So Beck, when you asked me before about what am I presenting to people who want to do the business, put a presentation together. I basically never want to show you guys anything that I haven't tested and measured. And so I've already started, and everything I've showed you up until this point has been what I've done. And so it's going to be the same on the 7th.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that what you're going to show me test tomorrow or the next day for Carl?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So keep the 7th free. Got to find a venue to have it at. Actually, Michelle, I was going to ask if we could have it at your house. Talk about
that's totally okay.
Okay, wicked. And yeah, keep that date free. And I'll see you guys then.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Taz.
Thanks. Bye.
See ya.